Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about Demon Slayers, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Yukaku no Hen, or the Entertainment District's art of Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayers on episode 5, Anyways, this episode right here, I thought it was pretty nice and cool, and it looks like to me things are getting a little flashy now, if anything else. But if by all means, let's start with this one scene right here with, Tengen, Although I'll be all over the place, I'll try to keep it simple as possible. Tengen ends up having to find Hinatsu, who apparently is poisoned, and tells him everything, Having to blend in, but unfortunately Makio found out about her spying or deception whatsoever, and later on gets captured, Tengen therefore gives her an antidote and tells her to, go on, After this, I want you to leave, etc. and so forth. Then we see a scene switch with Tanjiro having to face against Daki, Daki is the freaking, the upper rank 6 demon, giving you the reminder, etc. Sadly, however, for Tanjiro, his sword is actually chipped or nicked or something. In other words, it's about to break. Well, it's not really broken yet, but if anything else, Tanjiro pretty much remembers all the training he did with Hinokami Kagura and how his body's heating up very badly, And we all know that months passed by since the time of Rengoku's death here and there. And I'm pretty sure Tanjiro has been training hard with Zenitsu and Inosuke, etc. And we had to it that one of the attendants at the Butterfly Mansion is worried for Tanjiro's health and was about to inform Shinobu. But Tanjiro says, please hold out a little bit longer, because the more my body heats up, the more stronger I get, So please, just hold off for a bit, etc. So we see to it that Tanjiro is actually holding his own against Daki for a bit, which is really impressive. However, I make one big question though. Is Daki using all of her strength against Tanjiro? Because I feel like Daki is actually holding back here and there. Not to mention Tengen, like I said, actually found where some fighting is happening, And of course, it's all thanks to his sound breathing abilities. And he actually shows one of his sound breathing techniques, which is like roar, sound breathing, first form or first move, roar, and later on blast over there. And Daki's really upset about this and is trying to kill Tanjiro, but it looks like to me she's having some trouble with him, which I question though. Is Daki really going all out, or is she even at her peak right now? Because she's an upper rank 6. She is an upper rank 6 demon, and she's nothing to scoff against or scoff at, that kind of thing. But yeah. Anyways, that was the first half, involving Tanjiro having to have his flashback of training and fighting against Daki, while Tengen ends up finding one of his wives, Hinatsuru, and gives her an antidote and tells her to leave the moment her body heals up, And the second half involves Inosuke sensing and smelling a demon, which apparently he ends up breaking a lot of or doing a lot of collateral damage. And he surprised me a most. I mean, Inosuke was very surprising, but I didn't expect it to be this beastly surprising. He found the hole where the demon is at, and he ends up having to dislocate all of his joints and actually wiggles his way into the spot. I'm like, what the hell? I knew Inosuke was really flexible, but I didn't expect him to be this flexible. I mean, he dislocated his joints, man, just to wiggle as a worm through that freaking, small tunnel, dude. I mean, if anyone dislocated their joints, it hurt. I go through that pain a lot, more times than I can ever count. I mean, maybe 5 or 6 times is the most I can remember, but dislocating joints, man, is very painful, man. Those nervous systems, give you the freaking signal saying, hey, what the hell are you doing, But that aside, we had to, Inosuke ends up finding the wives of Tengen and find Zenitsu, and the others. We had to, Inosuke is actually holding his own against the belt demon, which I don't care much about because she's not really the true main focus. But that aside, Inosuke does have some trouble here and there, but without him realizing, he actually ends up freeing 2 of Tengen's wives, which is Suma and Makio. Which, Makio is, I knew for the fact that she was somewhat of a tomboy, tough, aggressive girl, or punk girl. Which I don't mind, I actually like it. But Suma, she's the shy, I'm scared, timid kind of girl, but she's actually holding her own for a bit. And And of course, Makio does scold her for saying, hey, stop thinking you're a wimp whatsoever. Eventually, Zenitsu will later on gets free, and thanks to the little muscular mice whatsoever, they manage to actually give him his sword, or Zenitsu's sword, and he goes into a thunder clapping spree, which is like, oh yeah, now we're talking, boy, etc. Then we see Tengen finally showing up and doing the deadly damage against the Belt Demon, which is like, oh yeah, now that's what I'm talking about, you know? And later on, we get to see a scene with Tengen's flashback or past of how he has 3 wives that are pretty much capable of being his wife, you know? Which is Suma, Makio, Hinatsuru, you know? And Tengen does give him a couple rules, like, make sure your life is prioritized before anything else, okay? That's 1. 2, listen to the rules and listen to the rules or laws whatsoever, and then, you know, etc. Yeah. Because Tengen gives a speech to everyone saying, if you put your own life first, you can't get any, serious work done, you know, that kind of thing. And don't you dare die on me. That much I'm telling you, etc. And Tengen, you know, like I said, pretty cool guy. He says, I want you guys to stay alive and prioritize your life first before anything else, you know? So, and then the episode ends off with Tengen getting ready to be very flashy here and there, etc. And saying it's time to get to action here and there, etc. You know. And as for there's a funny scene with Zenitsu wanting to have and so forth. Anyways, next episode's called Layered Memories. Anyways, like I said, this episode right here was actually pretty cool. I mean, we got to see Tanjiro in action and how his development with his, breathing techniques are, you know? He almost got himself killed against Daki, but it looks like to me he managed to survive. But I always question one big thing. Is Daki really going all out currently right now? Because if she is, it's kind of surprising to see how she's struggling to even trying to kill Tanjiro, who's not even a Hashira, you know? I mean, we all know what rank he is, I forgot. But, whatever the case may be, it's Tanjiro is pretty much holding his own against Daki for a bit, you know, etc. Which is pretty impressive. But like I said, I don't even know, or we don't even know if Daki is really going all out from here, you know? Because I think she needs to, I don't know, trying to prioritize a couple things, but whatever the case may be. As for Tengen, he's going into action and he's showing good flashy moves, you know? I thought it was pretty cool and impressive about him having to show those good flashy moves, and I'm looking forward to see him in action, you know? As for Inosuke, he's very surprising. He's able to dislocate all of his joints and wiggle his way through a small tunnel and not be in pain at all. I mean, like I said, when you dislocate a joint, man, it's gonna hurt. I mean, that depends if you're used to it or something. I mean, I can't do that unless I don't know. But as for Zenitsu, he apparently himself is back into action and finding Makio, Suma, Hinatsuru. Thought it was pretty beautiful to see all Tengen's wives, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised he just takes them all to himself anyway. I mean, you got those 3 good chicks right there. You got a shy one, you got a loyal one, you got a punk girl tomboy one. Yeah. Anyways, looking forward to the next episode. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.